Well, good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Kim Walsh. I'm a civil celebrant and I'm duly authorised to perform weddings here in Australia. It's all right, Justin, you're allowed to hold a hand.
I don't want to block.
No, I don't want to be in all your photos, mate. You don't want my buffhead there, mate, okay?
All right.
Now, most of you probably know the story, but this couple met back in 2015 on one of the apps on social media.
Yep.
And Merri tells me that the very first thing she remembers about Justin was he said, as they were talking online, "How tall are you?" Pretty romantic stuff, mate. Really. It's a great little opening line. And she responded, of course, "Is that how you say hello?" So Merri then looked him up his profile, and he saw that he was 6'2". And so Merri immediately sent back and said that she was 5'2". Well, Merri, I think you were telling lies, hon, all right? I reckon you just make 5 foot if you're lucky. But anyhow, what's little lies between one another. Now, they continued to get to know each other and finally decided to meet up. And Merri was in shock that Justin was so very, very tall. And the first thing she thought of when she saw him, nah, he's not for me, he's too big. But they continued on and started to connect. And after about 6 years, Merri apparently was annoying the heck out of him to perhaps shouldn't we get engaged or at least married or whatever. And Justin kept blowing her off all the time and didn't really want to discuss it. And he kept telling her that he needed to know what her ring size was. So it wasn't a very, very good excuse, mate. But anyhow, she eventually gave up asking, but he had it all planned. And once he got to know her ring size, he went to a jeweller, had it especially made. The big day came, I think, was it the 12th of April? Was that your anniversary? Or it certainly is your anniversary. But anyhow, Merri went off to work, came home, and I've forgotten a little bit. I'm just going to make this up now. And they were there because it was their anniversary, and they exchanged cards and gifts, etc. And when Merri wasn't looking, down he got, old-fashioned way, down on one knee, popped the question, and here you are 8 years later. Yep. Luckily for you, mate, she said yes. Yep. Any tears or not?
Yeah, of course.
Happy tears, we hope. Yeah, you didn't shock her, I hope, but happy tears. And here you are about to get married today. So every single person here today wishes you both the very, very best in your future together as a husband and wife. And also as a dad and a mum. And we welcome the new little fellow. I didn't get his name, actually. Nathaniel, and he's a cutie. So well done and congratulations on that. So, folks, as I said before, my name's Kim Walsh and I'm a civil celebrant and duly authorised to perform marriages here in Australia. And Justin and Merri have today asked you, their family and their special friends who have loved, laughed and cried with them and shared in their growing together, to take part in their joy as they become a husband and wife. Now, Justin and Merri, you've known each other from that first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. Now, at some point, you decided to marry. Now, from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those conversations that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will, you will, and we will," all those late night talks about that included someday, somehow, and maybe, all of those promises, they're unspoken matters of the heart. And all these common things and more, they're the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we've promised, hoped and dreamed of, well, I meant it, every word. So look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: an acquaintance, a friend, a companion, a lover, a dancing partner, and even a teacher, for you've learnt so much from each other over the years. Now shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life. and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Now before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of all these witnesses, I'm bound to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Now I do have a very important question I'd like to ask. Who brings Merri today to be married to Justin? Marito, that's you, mate. That's your cue. Nice and loud. I do.
Say it.
I do. That's all you got to do, mate. We rehearsed that beforehand. Well done. You did a great job. Good on you, mate.
Good on you. Good on you, pal.
I'd like to invite Edward to come forward and share with us a reading The Art of Marriage. I didn't know. I couldn't see him then. I thought he'd bolt it.
No.
Come on, mate.
Oh, Tito.
Just there, mate. Okay.
A good marriage must be created in the art of marriage. Little things and are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It is having mutual sense of value and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which can grow. It is finding room for things of the spirit. It is common search for the good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Thank you, Edward. What do you reckon, folks? Did you do a good job? Thanks, mate.
A lot of practice.
So, Justin, do you take Merri to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be true to her at all times? That's where you say I do, mate.
I do.
And Merri, do you take Justin to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be true to him at all times?
I do.
Thank you. Getting close, mate.
My God.
Luckily,
Thank God you said that.
We're not finished yet, mate.
Oh.
You've still got time. I'm now going to ask that you share your special vows with one another, and I'll ask you, Justin, to go first. You did memorise them, didn't you? No? All right, only kidding, mate.
Good
Gotta
hard
start
baby.
right at the very top.
Yep.
I ask everyone present.
I ask everyone here to witness that I, Justin Aidan Rosetto, take you, Merri Joy Zafa Ui, to be my lawful wife. In declaring my love for today, I take you, Merri, to be my wife. As we begin our married life, I make this commitment to share my life with you. I will always be there as your partner, lover and friend, and as we embrace the experiences of life together, Merri, I know my love for you will continue to grow and that we will enjoy a lifetime together.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Good on you. Yeah, give him a round of applause. That's the hard part over, mate. You can chill now.
Oh,
You're fine.
No, not yet, not yet. So you can still run, you said.
Yeah. And Merri, I'll ask that you share your vows and promises. I'll just hold the microphone.
Okay. Yep.
That's right up the top.
I ask everyone here to witness that I, Merri Joy Zafi Ui, take you, Justin Aidan Rosetto, to be my lawful husband. As your wife, I want to be with you always. Just as you are, I chose you above all others to share my life with me in marriage. I will take you in my arms when you need to be held. I will listen to you need to talk when you need to talk. I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort. you in times of sadness. I will love you for who you are, and I will grow old with you.
Beautiful words. Thank you very much, Merri. I'd like to invite Linda to come up and share another reading with us called A Beautiful Marriage. There you go, Linda, and it's just there. Okay. Yeah, just from there. Yep.
If you can love each other through the sunshine and the storm, keep the flame of truth devotion glowing brightly. If you can give each other the room to grow and learn, but still hold one another close and near. If you can both be lovers and the very best of friends, yet work together no matter what life brings. If you can offer comfort, patience, and a real understanding, and encourage each other's efforts without any demands. If you can show faith and true love, no matter what you do, then your lives together will be strong, and the love that you share will remain with you forever.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Now, folks, our best man and I, Joe, we've rehearsed this beforehand, Joe, haven't we, mate?
Don't drop them.
Mate, well done. You did a mighty fine job. Well done. What do you reckon, folks? That's not a ring, that's a washer, mate. That's tiny. Wow.
Why did I tell you?
Now, folks, the ring teaches us many lessons. The purity of its metal, that reminds us of the purity of your love for each other. And the circle reminds us of the eternity of your love, because a circle has neither a beginning nor an end. Justin, I'm going to ask that you place Merri's tiny little ring on her finger, just halfway on, mate, so
Yep.
Michael can get a photo, all right? And just repeat after me.
Yep.
Put it on halfway on.
Yep.
Just as this circle is without end,
Just with this circle is without end.
my love for you is never ending.
My love for you is never ending.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you to be
I take you to be
my partner,
my partner,
my friend and lover for life.
my friend and lover for life.
Thanks, mate. I think Michael, give me a photo. And Merri, would you please place Justin's ring on his finger and just repeat after me. Just halfway on. Just as this circle is without end, just as this circle is without end.
Just
Come on.
Come on, we'll take.
I did it.
Take two. Just as this circle
just as his circle
is without end,
is without end,
my love for you is never ending.
my love for you is never ending.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you to be
I'll take it to be
my, I've forgotten now, husband,
my husband
my partner,
and my partner,
my friend and lover for life.
my friend and my lover for life.
Thanks, mate.
Push it on, come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. It's on.
Okie dokie. Merri. Now, fellas, I'm going to ask, if you wouldn't mind, can you three boys go over with those lovely three women and just stand behind them, because we're going to do something and you blokes are in the way. Okay? Over you go. Now, folks, Justin and Merri just wish to participate in the symbolic ceremony, and it involves the pouring of the coloured sand. So I'll ask that you come over. Mr. and Mrs. Rosetto, well done, guys, and congratulations. All right, off you go.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, link arms, off you go.